Why do I love making these videos? I love them because I get into flow state. My mind drops off. I really tap into my emotions. I tap into the present moment. And I've started to learn a lot about why we love these flow states so much. And there's been a lot of research around these topics of tapping into the now, tapping into the present moment. I watched a YouTube video maybe 5 or 10 years ago on happiness, and they did this research study, and they found that they randomly messaged people, and I was part of a scientific study, and they asked them at that time, how are they feeling happiness wise? And they also asked them, what were they doing? Were they thinking about something in the past, thinking about something in the future? Were they in the present moment? And they found that people that were thinking about something right before that moment, and let's say it was something negative, right? Obviously they were not as happy. And then people that were thinking about something other than the present moment, even if it was positive, something super happy, something beautiful, were actually significantly less happy than the people that were just in the present moment. So we find this beautiful source of joy, peace, love in the present moment, in the now, when we're not thinking about all these other things, whether they're good or bad or in between. I'm reading this other book called Stealing Fire, all about flow state and the benefits that we get from flow state, and why people do these crazy things like adventure sports or join the Marines or psychedelics, and how we reach this place of timelessness, selflessness. Like, we lose track of time, we lose the perception of ourselves, we're not thinking about other things, and these experiences actually slow down or even stop time, and we actually get to live longer, both realistically and perceptually, through access to these flow states, through access to creativity, through access to just this very present moment. And so I bring this up to bring awareness as we let go, as we enjoy the present together. I believe that's why, I make these videos, is to tap into the present, is to tap into the now, is to stop thinking about all this other stuff that is going on in life, and just be here and be now. And we end up in these flow states getting dopamine and norepinephrine. What's the chemical for love? I forget what that's called, but I think there's like six different very pleasurable chemicals that are released in our brain when we get into these flow states. And really, it's not often that many of these get combined together at the same time, but in these flow states we get different levels of them all simultaneously. I think it's oxytocin. Oxytocin is like the love one, very much for love. So I bring this up just to bring awareness of hey, what do you do to get into the present moment? What do you do to get into a flow state? What do you do be now. And maybe it makes sense to do a little bit more of it, right? If you're looking to find more happiness and fulfillment and joy and live a more fulfilled life. Just invest more in those things that bring you flow. And so as I'm listening to this book, Stealing Fire, I'm recognizing and realizing like, hey, this is a big reason why I love making these videos. I'm not thinking, I'm not in the past or the future, I'm just here. And I actually make this active, conscious intention to turn off my brain, to not be thinking so much about the next thing that I'm gonna say, and instead allow the presence to come through me. And I think I can do an even better job at this. And I believe as I continue to do it and be intentional with getting into this flow state and dropping my ego, dropping any sort of intention or manipulation behind it, just be and allow this source, this flow to come through, I believe I can deliver even greater value to you guys as I continue to do this. So where is flow showing up for you? Where do you feel that flow? And I'm curious, feel free to throw it in the comments. Where is your flow? I'm very interested to hear and be here as a resource for you, just to see and understand where you feel this timelessness, this selflessness, this, like, where you really feel alive. Love you. I'll see you on the next video.